promise you, you will see some of the weirdest looking roll throughs that look like they hurt, but score so many points. This is a move when you practice it, you cannot be super sympathetic to your bottom man. Understand he's going to get to do it on you, and it's just going to suck for a little while. Just being honest with you, right? But if you train hard in this move, it's a whole lot of fun to be the top guy. All right, so what we're going to get to, right, as Coach told me, he's got one of two ways he can start to lock this in, right? The way I used to set it up, so it could be there, is I would tripod, right? Immediately tripod, my head is smack dab right here in the top vertebrae of your spine, the little knob that sticks out, and I'm driving your chin and your neck, trying to put the vertebrae in your back through the front of your chest to try and keep this part of your body flat, right? So when he does that, the reason why I do that is I'm hitting you thinking I'm going forward, right? Whole time I've been hitting chest locks, gut wrenches, stuff like that, right? So I'm like, oh, boom, boom, boom. I haven't been going leg laces because maybe you're just really good with your legs. So now what I'm going to do, though, is, you know how Coach told you, automatically started right here, right? He started with the leg split. So when he starts with the leg split, that's good because that's where you want to be. All right, then now what he's going to do, though, is he realizes Coach Zach's just got a hell of a top gear, bottom game, and he's tough to turn. So now what he's going to do is he's immediately going to fire his knees up, almost like his middle knee is trying to literally knee him in the bottom side of his crotch. Right? That's literally how hard I want you to do it. Be careful, because if you do knee the guy in the crotch, it is a penalty. Right? But I want get your knees up tight and fast. Right? Because what he's going to do then is you realize he's going to take his butt crack and he's going to sit flat back on Coach Zach's knee. Right? The reason why is he's been beating up here the whole time. So what does this look like to you guys right now? If I didn't tell you what the move was, what does it look like to you? Right? Who's watched Hayden folk style when he gets flustered and guys start to struggle? What's he do? He sits right back on your heel. Maddox has done it a few times. I've seen Cole do it. They sit back and they're like,
just waiting for you to open up.
Come on, like this guy's clamming up. I can't do anything, right? Same concept. He's thinking, oh, holy crap, he's waiting for me to open up. So it's kind of a split second. You got to take 1 or 2 seconds. Right, now what he's going to do is he's going to take this hand. It has to be the inside arm, and you'll see why. He's going to reach back, and he's going to reach the outside of that leg and pulling it up to his chin. Right? The reason why I say chin is it's a focus point. I'm not saying it has to come to your chin. I'm saying you want to aim for this angle right here to his chin, to his eye, like right here. The reason why if he pulls that, see where he put his hand here? It forces his bicep to his forearm to be on the laces. I want that right here. That means I got complete control of your foot. I am not trying to grab the heel because that can create an angle. You can. I like this grip. If you have a tough time, have a weak grip, you can rotate down and grab the heel this way. You just got to make sure that you're pulling it up. Right? It's a shooter's preference is what they'll call it. What you want to do. Now, what he's going to do, this is the fun part. Now what he's going to do is he's going to take that and he's basically going to pull it to the back of his head. As he does that, he's going to step with his inside leg, simultaneously hitting a crossface. You notice he's not going that way. He's going this way, right? When he hits this crossface, he's not going over the arm like we just did. He's going under the armpit. Why? 2 reasons. 1, look at the torque it's putting on his back. 2, there's a nice little meat hook right here that you can grab right onto, and it's completely legal to do it. All right? So if he grabs right into that armpit, if he can't get all the way through, you can hit it just as tight there. Now what he's going to do, I want you guys to emphasize this. See how we step through? He's going to fire this knee down, right? And he's going to block the hip, which rotates Coach Zach over. Now Coach Toby can stop right there and let him come back up and do it again. Right? That is 1. You'll see it on the cork board. So you take a picture of that, you can remember that. Or, because Coach Toby's going to be like, F this crap, this sucks, or our Coach Zach is, right? He's going to start to kick out. Now what he's going to do, Coach Toby's going to try and roll through and get these points. This is where it gets fun for the top guy. He's going to figure 4 the leg, tuck the knee, and roll through. You use that leg, you use that knee that you have trapped, and your outside leg as your driving force.
Yeah, my poor quads. You'll live.
All right, so if you can hold it one time for me, I just want to run through. Yeah, it's fine. So I want you to notice one thing. Turn a little bit, Zach. Turn kind of towards Hayden, because I want them to see it. All right, so now go ahead and get all the way through it. So you see now he split the legs, right? You see this point right here when I said splitting the legs is good? You stagger the outside leg. He split it. He keeps it tight, using his knees and his hips to keep it tight. Use your knees and hands or feet like extra hands, right? He's coming across, over the shoulder, right, across the face. You can grab over the tricep, it works. I like to go underneath the armpit because 2 grips. If I'm deep enough, I get tighter. If I'm not, I can come here. Or if I'm really short armed, I can grab right underneath and grab right onto that nice meat hook called an armpit. Right? That hurts even more. I've only ever done that if I really don't like the guy. Then, I just do it to really piss him off. Right, so when he does that, he's going to hold the foot, he's going to roll through. Either one, doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Right, he comes through. You can do this one too. Some people like to go under the inside arm and come over top. Right,
Just depends on what they're giving you.
Gives you a little bit more torque. Right, but when you notice when he comes through, this knee fires to the hip to block. Right, and as he does that, he's rolling over the shoulder like a gut wrench. He is not rolling directly to the other hip. He's coming. So stop right is what I want. He's coming this way. Right, he's putting all that torque on Coach Zach's shoulder, and it's making him roll over. Right? This move sucks. Straight up. It is painful. Most people, if you wrestle them and somehow you gotta wrestle them again in the freestyle full bracket, right? They don't want to see you. Especially if you're good with this move, because it sucks. They'll almost step out of bounds to avoid going down underneath you again. This move is horrible. One of my favorite wrestlers in my entire career, Troy Nickerson. I watched him grow up when I was in high school. Right? He now teaches at Northern Colorado, or coaches at Northern Colorado. He loves this move. He does it folk style. Right? It is a tilt to folk style. Instead of rolling through, you can just tilt like that. Bang. So this move applies to folk style. The only thing in folk style is you can't bend the knee to the head. Right? So, how? The only way can be fighting the grip off the shoulder, so if you get tight there, or kicking your leg out.
So you're SOL if you call this.
Pretty much. Right? There are defenses to it, right? But it's extremely tough. You basically have to hope to God you're able to kick your leg out when they roll through. Dead serious. All right? So, what I want to emphasize